Huh. Hello? Hello?
Hi?
Ah, hello Crispy. How you doing?
Whoa, what? How did you... This is a video.
I know, it's all a bit wibbly wobbly, timey-wimey.
Whoa, yeah, it certainly is. This is so strange. It's kind of spooky.
Spooky indeed, but not as spooky as those moving statues.
The what?
The Lonely Assassins, they're called. Whatever you do, don't turn your back, don't look away, and don't blink. Good luck, Crispy.
Lonely Assassins? What is he on about? Hello Whovians, Crispy Bro here and welcome back to the channel. That was kind of mental. Shout out to Maze Theory for getting that all together and shout out to Finlay for cameoing in today's video. That was mental and probably one of the highlights of this channel, so thank you. If you've been living under a rock and you don't know already, Maze Theory have a game out called The Lonely Assassins with Finlay and it has some very, very strong connections to Blink, so go and play it. It is so much fun. Speaking of Blink, here is my video essay on why Blink was such an unexpected success, so like and sub and enjoy the show. When someone asks what's the best episode of the new Doctor Who run, a few episodes come to mind. Some of the usual contenders are Heaven Sent, World Enough in Time, Family of Blood, The Empty Child, and of course, Blink. This episode is an absolute classic and it kind of feels like an outlier when compared to those episodes because it doesn't have the usual elements of a Doctor Who episode. So why is this and why did it do so well? In order to find out the unexpected success of Blink, one must first look at the ingenious villains themselves, the Weeping Angels. One must also analyze the Doctor-like nature of the episode and our one-off protagonists, Sally, Larry, and Kathy. And finally, one must discuss the man, the myth, the legend himself, Stephen Moffat. So let's begin, shall we? Once voted by Radio Times readers as the best Doctor Who villains ever, the Weeping Angels have solidified themselves in Doctor Who culture. They are an absolutely ingenious villain and quite frankly, terrifying. The concept of killing someone slowly and kindly by sending someone back in time is so simple yet effective. And of course I have to mention the absolutely horrifying gimmick of something only moving when you're not looking at it. Are you kidding me? That fits in the Doctor Who universe so well, and it's terrifying and ugh. But where did this idea come from? Speaking to Oxford Union, Moffat said he walked past this graveyard and it was chained up, with a sign that said unsafe structure within. When he went to see what was inside the structure, there was nothing there but a weeping angel. And that's where he got the idea from. Years later, he returned to the same graveyard and the Weeping Angel wasn't there, so that's f***ing terrifying. With the real-life inspiration, ingenious concept, and brilliant design, it's hard to see a universe where these wouldn't be one of the most iconic Doctor Who villains. Now, hear me out. Blink shouldn't work. The idea of a Doctor Light episode is something that, to put in Moffat's words, the episode that nobody likes. In 2006, we had an experimental episode called Love and Monsters, which featured very little of the Doctor, and it was not that well received. I feel like it kind of deserves a little bit more praise than it gets, but it's definitely not one of the strongest outings in Doctor Who. And Blink is very much a Doctor Light episode. He's barely in it, so why does Blink work? I believe it comes down to our three main characters, Sally Sparrow, Larry, and Kathy Nightingale. Sally Sparrow is such a strong character, potentially one of the strongest non-companion side characters we have seen in the New Who run. Moffat has gone on record actually and said that two characters he is very, very proud of writing was Bill Potts and Sally Sparrow, and Sally Sparrow was in one episode. He describes Sally, Kathy, and Larry as having sitcom chatter at the start of the episode, reeling us as viewers into their shoes, which makes them more vulnerable because they don't realize they're in the horror movie. With the Doctor only being in a handful of scenes, yet still being integral to the plot, it really allows these characters to flourish and become fully realized. It's still very much the Doctor's story, but not from his perspective. It's also perfectly placed within the series just before the three-part finale. If Blink was placed any higher, like in episode 2 or 3, I don't think it would have gelled as well, just because, you know, we needed to focus on Martha, and Blink very much felt like a breath of fresh air for series 3. Strong characters, smart writing, and placement within the series gave Blink the best shot at becoming the cult classic that it is, and proving the Dr. Light story is something that can work, and can be even better than your average episode. Lastly, I'm going to touch on the man, the myth, the legend that is Steven Moffat. I was actually fortunate enough to sit down with him about 6 years ago at the Doctor Who festival, and we did like a live stream together, and man, he is quite the character. I've never known a man to be able to talk as much as he does. Steven Moffat has said himself that he has no doubt that Blink got him the showrunner role. Say what you will about him, but he does have some banging episodes. I recently did a whole video where I look at the top 10 highest rated Doctor Who episodes on IMDb, and you will be shocked to see how many are written by Steven Moffat. But Blink is very much top tier. But why was it an unexpected success? Well, Moffat was originally supposed to do a two-parter in Series 3, but then had to back out. Russell T Davies was very much annoyed at this and said, okay, if you're gonna do anything, you can do the Dr. Light episode. So he thought he was gonna do the episode that no one likes because it doesn't have David in it. So they filmed and edited the episode, and Moffat watching, he was like, huh, that was decent. That was okay. It'll do. And he was honestly quite frankly shocked at the reception the episode received. Humble Steven Moffat says that a lot of the episode's charm comes from the director Hetty MacDonald and of course Murray Gold's iconic score. Also, side note, I found in an interview that Steven Moffat did that he came up with an alternate ending, an ending he might have wanted to do, anyway, here it is. Makes me wonder why an angel never sent Sally Sparrow back in time. All these years later, I wonder why I didn't end it like that. Just after she meets the Doctor, she pops back into the shop, and a big fright, there's an angel there. A moment later, Larry follows her in, and she's gone. And for the first time, he notices something about a painting on a wall. It's Sally, in the distant past, and she's smiling and waving. That's wild. That is very wild to think about. Thank you for letting me share that with you, but I don't know, I think I prefer the original ending. Anyway, so to conclude, what have we learned here today? I have learned that the Weeping Angels were based on a real-life experience Moffat had. He was never supposed to write the Dr. Light episode, and that Sally Sparrow is potentially the greatest non-companion Moffat has ever written. Blink is an episode that was born out of circumstance. So many things aligned to make this episode great, and over 10 years later, it is still considered to be one of Who's best. My eyes were absolutely glued to this episode. They didn't even blink. Hey, you made it to the end of the video. Thank you so much. Thank you very much for watching. I know this is a bit different for my channel, but I very much enjoyed it. Shout out to Maze Theory for making that insane intro happen. I can't even put words together that happened. Let me know in the comments if you enjoyed this video. I very much appreciate the feedback, and let me know your thoughts on Blink. How has it changed over time? Do you like it more? Do you like it less? Has it aged well, badly? Let me know in the comments below. And that's gonna do it, guys. I hope you're all well, and I hope you like the new look of the channel. Subscribe, yo. I haven't even said that this video. Please subscribe, please. And like this video, it helps the algorithm a lot. Okay, I'm gonna go now. I'm gonna shut up. Thank you so much for watching. Have an awesome day. Allons-y!